the brief summary is that when this conference started, it started under the chairmanship, the valid and legitimate chairmanship of President Acting Mr. Andre Worrell, and he was assisted by the General Secretary, as always is the case, Mr. Pedro Shepherd, and at that head table was Mr. Quincy Jones. I want to say to the public that as soon as the meeting started, the conference started, it was called to order, and Mr. Quincy Jones was invited to read the standing orders of the conference, as is the normal case. Before Mr. Jones could do that, a member of the party stood up and said that she was moving a motion for Mr. Walter Maloney to chair the annual conference. Thereafter, there was begging. She claimed to have had somebody seconding the motion, and we saw the strangest thing, singing and dancing and chanting and singing. And we instructed members who were not party to that commotion to remain seated and to comport themselves with decorum and decency. And that was the case. What invaded the sanctity and the quiet of a conference? They invaded it. That's the term I use. It was invaded by these persons. Mr. Maloney himself came to the high table, grabbed the microphone, declared himself eligible to chair this conference. Messrs. Worrell and Shepherd were advised, and I think they acted wisely and with decency, not to join in any commotion. And they did something, whatever they did. That group, you will probably ask me how many they numbered later. I am not sure of the number, but I understand that they then left the room. Some of them left the room, as they are wont to do, proceeded to disclose this media release that Messrs. Yearwood expelled and Blackett expelled were reinstated. And our phones blew up. Members of the public who were not present here today were baffled. They wanted to know what is happening. They expected this conference that started last night without any disruption. They expected us to have a smooth event today. I regret to report that we did not have a smooth event today. I regret to report that this group, and I call it a renegade group, came in and disrupted the conference. And our only recourse, whenever Mr. Worrell attempted to speak, they would erupt into commotion and singing and chanting. They were chanting. They came out to the front of the auditorium and they began this chant. I think later in the evening they even sang a hymn. I hope the hymn book is destroyed later today, because that hymn book